I know Jim Jones looking crazy as talking about he had better numbers than Nas and all this. I'm like,
Oh
this
yeah, he
nigga got to
tripped
be
out.
out of his mind, bro. What the was he?
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, the Answer Man. I heard some of the most ridiculous things over the past day or two. Let's start with Jim Jones saying he's a better rapper than Nas. Yes, Nasir Jones.
I think they put up the numbers.
Washed him.
Yes, they did.
What's wrong with that nigga,
It
bro?
wasn't even comparable.
It ain't even. It's not.
No. All they did is
about that
No.
too.
When I heard him say that nigga talking about I got more golds and platinums and more hits. I'm like, this is odd. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about the East Coast and the down south. They'll talk that shit. If they can get away with it, they gonna get away with it, nigga. If you don't go investigate it, you know,
That's a fact.
if that nigga Jim, the way he was talking, you would have believed him. You know what
I
I'm
ain't gonna
saying?
lie,
But
'cause he had me second guessing until I went and checked them numbers.
hey,
Yeah,
them
he was
niggas,
popping that shit.
it popped that shit. I'm telling you, nigga, you catch, look, Houston, Texas, a fast talking Atlanta nigga, not one of them smooth. Gotta be one of them fast that talk that shit. In a New York nigga, a Philly nigga, man, them niggas that talk that shit, you'll believe everything. Them niggas be sounding so convincing. Cause the way Jim was talking, I said, this is really gonna try to trick these people. Ain't no way your numbers is more dominant than Nas. Ain't no way, bro. Yeah, Shannon was on his ass too, which was a bad look because it's like when the nigga like Shannon get on your ass with no hair on his face, talking
Him
the
look
way he
crazy.
talk to you, talking the way he go talk, cause that's how he talk. You look crazy as a mother, man.
Law, can you dig?
Nah, look, I'm put it to you like this here, Jim. Hey, bro, you been at this thing, but lyrically, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Yeah, but
Y'all
look
ain't
how you
effing with
dress.
Nas.
Look how you dress. You don't even be in the same places I be in. And the
But
things that we listen to.
I can be in the church house. You can't F with Nas lyrically. I don't know who told you that. Now look, y'all know you on that good stuff, but you not seeing Nas.
Bro,
You not seeing Nas, bro. Let's be real.
You got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm better than Nas.
It don't matter.
Look at you. Look at you.
Ain't nobody from Dipset gonna take you over Nas. Nobody from the Diplomats but you.
Hey, I got hold on, Jimmy. Hold on.
That shirt too tight.
Hold on.
Jimmy. You want to go back to I really mean it? I really mean it started. We could go back to the history, bro.
But you didn't even say that,
bro. Don't do that, bro. That shirt be sticking up for Nas.
I got a question.
Let Nas stick up for itself and meet me in a booth for something if we want to do something historical.
Nas say he don't do that no more. Nas say he don't do that.
Because he got $100 million. He's a very wealthy man. You heard he's a very smart businessman. He called a couple business licks.
Hold on. Jimmy, hold on. I got a question, Unc. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Jim. Hold on. Unc, I got a question. And this you do, Jimmy. And anything that you do, right, Unc? I've heard you preach it all the time, right? When you was playing football, your first thing you always say, ain't nobody here better than me.
Tell him again.
You done told me that story a million times. Wait, listen to me now. Fuck you think I'm gonna be second to anybody in this world? Jimmy. But God, Jimmy, stay with me real quick. Stay with me now. Unc, stay with me now. But I'm just saying, that mentality, isn't that how you supposed to feel? Isn't that how you supposed to feel?
You know, let me ask you a question. When you was on the field, you thought you was better than T.O. and Moss?
Hell yeah, what you mean?
Man,
I ain't gonna say it out loud.
You done came.
Now keep in mind, when Nas did Live at the Barbecue in 91, and then blew up with Illmatic in 94.
What up, kid? I know this is rough doing your bid. When the cops came, you should have slid to my crib.
Where was Jim Jones? Then a couple years after that, wasn't Jim Jones running around in Rucker Park while Nas was topping the charts, about to be in Belly, making classics with Lauryn Hill, already had a 5 mic classic under his belt. It was written, multi-time platinum. Then he back and forth with Jay-Z. What is Jim Jones talking about? Now, Jim Jones, a late bloomer. We all know this. We all know he could swag rap. We all know he could ride a beat. We all know Mace taught him, probably Cam a little bit too, on how to even rap. That was not his jacket. He was a valuable member of the Dipset for other reasons, behind the scenes. always had a good business acumen. I believe he held a couple A&R VP jobs. You know what I mean? Salute to him for that. But when you talking about getting on the mic, dog, why are you talking about putting words together with one of the best to ever do it? So much so that Biggie had the right kick in the door to Nas to try to get his crown back. And this is 97. You rain on the top with short like leprechauns as I crush so-called willies, thugs, and rapper dons. You talking about Nas. If anybody would lay a claim, and even this is unfounded, but if anybody would lay a claim, we all know, and I've been a fan since day one, of Cam. And we ain't talking about computers putin'. We talking about the songs he did with DMX. We talking about Confessions of Fire. We talking about the things you might not have heard on the radio. Wordplay ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? Like Biggie was going to sign Cam. There go Biggie again, right? And when Biggie passed, Rivera upheld that obligation. So Cam is clowning you up and down now about various things, saying you ain't from where you from, let alone your rap skills. Like, come on, man. And for you to mention your name in the same breath as Nas is ridiculous. Nas is stamped. Nas is in the rafters. Nas is an icon. Nas has moved on to bigger and better things business-wise. Salute to him for that. You understand what I'm saying? But Jim, you in your 5th decade, talking about you better than the man who set the trailblaze 30 years prior. It don't even make sense. Like, it ain't like it's Prodigy back in the day or Cormega when it was hot on the streets, or who was the best, and you know, one from Queens, the other one hanging Queens, meaning Prodigy, and Prodigy's bars is unquestioned too. Fake book aside. But one thing about social media, y'all all know this, right? We know this. Just because you say something doesn't make it a conversation. But if you say it the right way, people actually think they have to debate it and talk about it. That's the only reason I'm addressing it. This is really like something that don't even deserve a response. But it's going to get clicks. It's going to get views. It's conversation piece. And at the end of the day, the way the new game work is, and 50 showed the way 25 years ago with How to Rob. If you want to be on a certain level, mention a person's name on that level. Now you're at least in the conversation, and you might even get a couple of converts. You just never know. Because if you say it the right way, and if you mix some facts in with a BS premise and a BS point, people will take the facts like the point is right. You get me? Ain't nothing Jim Jones could point to in his discography that's going to even come close to Nas. I'm not talking about charts. I'm not talking about collabs with people. I'm not talking about moving units in this new Johnny Come Lately era where if it's hot and the beat is hot and the production's on point, boom. But if it's a cappella, ain't nobody listening. If you read his bars on paper, it do not sound like Kendrick with a Pulitzer Prize winning type of writing, or Nas where he's writing movies. So anyway, salute to Jim though for getting everybody to talk about it, including myself, getting his name in the conversation. And he's been releasing some things that ain't too bad to listen to. I'm not a Jim Jones fan. He got legitimate fans out there. And if y'all in the comments, I feel y'all, because there's people I probably like and y'all don't like. I get it, man. I respect that. But you cannot tamper with Mount Rushmore stuff. Like, stop. Just take your victories you getting right now, get your change, and know what I mean? And you might convince some of these people under 25, under 30, that you got a point. But for the people in your age group, come on, Jim. You wildin'. Anyway, man, let me know what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all tuning in. It's your boy Del the Answer. Till next time, we out.